looking forward to some feedback on that. But without further ado, let's get to the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank everybody for the continued support. If you don't know yet, you can find us not only here on YouTube, but you can also find us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play. And we're really looking forward to coming with new content. For anybody that was missing last week's show, we had some technical difficulties, and we're looking forward to getting that up too, where we talk about the TFCon coverage. But let's get into the show. Join me tonight. We'll go down the panel. Got Mr. Deluxe Baldwin with me. How you doing, buddy?
Hey there, everybody.
Fix your hair.
Good. How you doing?
Fix your hair.
The hair is important.
Yeah, I still have it. All right.
Hey.
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic. Good to see you, man.
Thank you. You too, man.
And then we've got Adrian with us. How you doing, man? Now everybody knows what you look like.
Yeah, the secret's out. Hey, everyone.
He's the Aussie Star-Lord this evening.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
I mean, the jacket kind of ties it all together, man. That and the headphones, you know.
Cool. I'll take it.
A little bit of facial hair going on. We have Parts Former with us. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fast. You're supposed to save that for the end. I'm supposed to be last but not least.
I was just being polite. I'm doing great.
You're being jovial.
And you just threw it back in my face. So.
And I guess I'm the last but not least. But last but not least on the panel, we've got the famous, infamous T-Man 978. How you doing, man?
You're muted.
He's muted.
It's so good.
Watch the review. Watch.
We should just do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing for him. Like when we see his mouth moving.
He still talking. He still talking.
Here, I'll do it while he's
Can
there.
y'all hear me?
Now we can hear
There
you.
you go.
I don't know what's going on. Y'all froze up on me, but I'm doing great. I had an awesome week, an uneventful week. How are you, Extra Zero?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Went and saw Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom yesterday with a very special lady. It was a good time. Yeah. I've been having a good week. Just trying to get back into the swing of things after getting off of vacation. Still, it's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah, but I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm glad to be here recording the show with you guys again, and ready to get into some stuff. But before we do, let's talk about what we got this week. We'll go back to Mr. Baldwin. What'd you get this week, buddy?
What did I get last week? I don't think I got anything since last week, but I got this guy, the Magic Square engineer. I think his name. Yeah, architect. I'm sorry, and the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, you haven't opened them up yet.
No, my new stuff for my reviews. I wait until I review them so I can do the, oh, they look so good.
You got the element of surprise there. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Mine's so bad it won't even look forward. He's like, I'm so ashamed. I didn't know that. Lisa pointed that out to me. She's like, why is he ashamed for not looking out the window? I'm like, I don't know. So yeah,
he saw some shit in China before he got seen.
Like, damn it. But I think that's all I got since the last time we recorded. So that's it.
Cool. Adrian, you anything cool this week?
I'm just trying to sort this guy out. So I got Richtofen, the new one. I don't use instructions, so don't make fun of the way I transform it. But I'll get there.
That's just plain wrong.
Yeah, it's just how I roll. I got something else that'll upset the masses. Mech Fan Toys, I think it is, version of Snarl. And what else did I get? I got more stuff. I got a Soundwave and I got a Grapple. Oh, and I got something else. Hang on. Oh, yeah. And I got, what are they calling? Trailbreaker. That's the guy. I got the X-Fan Toys one. X-Transpots, that's the one. X-Fans Toys. And I'm not super happy with that fucker. He's
Ah.
like X-Transbots is dope, but the old stuff,
Yeah.
he's hollow as fuck.
Yeah, I'm holding out. I'm waiting. So hopefully they'll announce a Takara one, or Fans Toys will finally get their shit out.
I'm okay with the Bad Cube ones, to be honest. Like, they have wonky hands, and the transmissions are kind of like,
I had them and I sold them right when they announced. Fans Toys announced it, and Takara always has a rumor every year about it. But I can get them back for $75 probably.
Oh, absolutely, if not less.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. I'll find them.
All right, keep it moving. Other Matt, aka Parts Form, what'd you get this week?
Let's see. I had nothing this week up until today, and I had to do something about that. So while in Target bargain hunting, they had a bunch of stuff on clearance now. So I ended up picking up my Bullseye for $5, 5 and change.
Nice.
So at that price, I can bite. And let me see, what else did I get? I went to my comic book shop and picked up some new reads that I will get caught up with this time next month, maybe.
Is that a single or a serial?
Is a single.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around to see what else I got, and I think I'm going to close it off there as a light week. So,
nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
T, how about you, man?
Did we go to me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's so good.
Did I get? I'm trying to turn my camera.
Yeah, we see it.
I got this Marvel Legends Magneto right here. The Powder Primes, as Deluxe would say. Starscream.
Powder Prime.
I got these Ninja Turtles right here, based on an old comic, Mega Constructs.
Nice. Oh, you found the Megatron.
Actually, Zero found them, and he brought them to me.
The beauty of working the beauty of working like 1,000 feet away.
Yeah. And I got this Red Skull from the 3 years Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
And this isn't mine, but it's the world's smallest Rubik's Cube for the Beam, my daughter.
Very cool.
That's nice.
Nice.
And I believe that's it.
Very cool.
What'd you get this week, Zero?
Well,
What'd you get, Zero?
There's his
I'll tell you, I had a cool week. I continued my my rabbit hole with the Digivolving spirits. I got Angel Wilmon / Gatumon, which basically is this scantily clad angel who turns into a cat. And just like in Jobby's review, this backpack just does not stay on. I gotta floor polish the shit out of it to get it to stay on. I got the Mega Action Series Megatron, which is going to go really nice with my Optimus. And I love these things to death. They're like, I don't want to say they're like figuarts, but they're just really nice, massively articulated figures. Like, I mean, look at the elbow bend on this guy.
Are you going to put him and Optimus in the same DTOF together?
No, they're not going in the DTOF.
You have to. They have to go in DTOF now.
Yeah, they can't.
I tell you what, I will take a DTOF picture for you, but they
both of them together side by side like they're at a concert and they can't move around. I want to
they're going in the new trailer of DX9's Motormaster.
That is true.
I want it to look like they're in a bathroom stall. They're like in there in a bathroom stall, like doing it.
Please.
Like he's got like, pressed up against the side of the DTOF. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Oscar for smuggling me this in his butt back from Canada. This is the Make Toys G2 Jazz. And
yeah, he got TQX6 one too.
Yeah, he's a really good dude for hooking me up with that. He didn't have to, and same with Justin. You know, I really, really appreciate it, man. So if you're listening, I want to extend my thanks because I'm a really big G2 fan, and this is going to look great with the Grimlock, the Optimus, and the Bumblebee and Sideswipe I have, and the Did I say that? Yeah, I said Grimlock. We get some of those G2 Dinobots too, but I'm really happy with that. And like it's funny, like, you know, a lot of times with exclusives, I get a lot of MMC stuff. The tolerances just are kind of like Like when I got this guy, I mean, he was like super tight. Everything on him feels great. Like, I mean, it's limited to 200 pieces. I am tight. Well, certain places. I kid.
Did they improve the connection to his chest?
Oh, dude, they most certainly did. Like, he's even better than the one the repaint they did, Stepper. I'll bring him to the next meetup so you can check him out. He's a super great figure, and I'm really happy with him. And like the paint on him is just amazing. So
that's good.
Yeah. So sounds like everybody had a good week. So let's get into the show. We got a lot to talk about. SDCC was this week, and a lot of cool stuff came out. I want to say first and foremost, I think we had a pretty good look at the upcoming War for Cybertron line, Siege. And
Hail Hasbro.
Yeah.
God, I'm excited.
Hasbro had a ton of good reveals. I mean, we touched on this in the last show that we're still going to get that online. Hopefully by the time this is live, so what the fuck am I talking about?
Might be tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be tomorrow. So you'll get a blast from the past. But last week we talked about how good those decos looked, how they're going back to using the Tampo decals, and they showed off Ultra Magnus, which looks fantastic. They showed off Cog, which what was his name? He went with Fortress Maximus.
Fort Max.
Yeah.
Fort Max, yeah. It was Cog.
It was Cog, yeah.
6-gun.
Well, was it?
No, 6-gun, Metroplex.
Yeah.
Cog was just Cog. He was the little car thing going.
Yeah.
And so he separates. He's a deluxe size, and he separates to form other weapons and everything, and it looks cool. So,
was Cog originally a G1 character?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He came with Fort Max.
Oh,
he's that little car guy. The side guns on his shoulders. I think that's Cog. Yeah, that's him. But we got Ironhide. We got Chromia.
Oh my God! Yeah, she looks good, and she's just a repaint remold of Moonracer. But I think they got rid of the combiner gimmicks. Yes,
they did. She does not count, which I'm good. I mean, it's fine if you like combiners, but I'm ready to move past that.
No,
it's time to move on from the combining, gimmick. I know some people wanted that, but that's whatever. You can get some Moonracers and paint them up and do that, but I'm glad they're moving. Hopefully, they're moving away from the combiner port stuff. Yeah. So.
I'm happy to have like an Ironhide and Chromia that are scaled together. I think that's awesome, and that they're coming in the same wave.
That fucking Hound is fucking
yes,
oh, man, I am all about that Hound. Yeah. I mean, it's not a Jeep per se, but
it still looks. I mean, it's kind of a Jeep. I mean, it looks like kind of a Humvee kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's Hound, and it looks so. I love the fucking battle damage. It looks like somebody took some cigarettes and just put them out on them. So
like my stepdad got a hold of my transformer.
Yeah, somebody's stepdad or step cousin got a hold of you.
Yeah.
The little Micromasters, that's so cool. They brought them back. A lot of people are happy.
Oh man, I am so happy about Micromasters. And they look. So if you look at the which one is it? Which set? It's the race set, and the Autobot race car patrol set. I used to own that red one. I mean, it's almost like it looks exactly like the original G1, and it's just, man, this got me excited. I'm happy.
For me, those are they are a dream come true because they have the leg articulation that I wish the original ones had. Like if the pins didn't connect their knees together, they would have that same articulation.
Yeah, and I don't mind the arm thing either because, they're little Micromasters. I mean, they swing a little bit, but they got leg movement, so, you can put them in some decent poses, and so it's really cool. I'm excited for this line. I can't wait for them to show the Decepticons. I'm kind of hoping they do that this weekend, and if they show some like Megatron and Starscream and the Seekers, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Now.
And Proto Man on Twitter actually went on the rescue patrol. The police car has Cybertronian on the side, and he went and decoded it, and it says police. It says nothing else but police. So there's no problem here.
Their lesson after Jazz.
That's good.
And
yeah, so I think I saw a picture also. They showed Red Alert and somebody else at Prowl. So we're getting those. And I'm sure we'll get probably a Sunstreaker out of Sideswipe. There's no doubt they'll probably do that. It's an easy recolor. It's limitless, man. They could do a lot of stuff, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see this shit in stores.
Effects parts from Hasbro in a mainline release, swooshes and fire effects and fire
the little dog or whatever, the wolf. Yeah.
So we'll just go down the list here.
His name is Lionizer.
Yeah, Lionizer. Yeah.
Some of you can see these Micro Masters. I love the fact they're calling them Micro Masters again.
Yep, they leaned in full G1 inch.
Yeah, we went through Titan Masters, and we went through calling the Power Masters Prime Masters. It's cool to have that callback to G1, and these are cool little figures. I think especially to give the kids. I mean, they're probably going to have a $5.99 or if you get two of them, a $10.
Yeah, they're two packs. Yeah, they're 2-packs. They'll be coming as 2-packs, and that's cool. And they're selling separate the Target Masters. I think they're like $6, which is a little, but I think they're bigger. But it can add weapons to other, deluxe classes or Voyagers that you don't have weapons for. You can put that with them, and I think that's a great move, really, to be honest.
And like the paint on these guys, I mean, this is a step up from what we've been getting, and these. These I think look great. I mean, it's got a higher price point, but I'm happy with what we're getting. For anybody watching on YouTube, we'll just go back over and look at COG real quick. I mean, I like all. I mean, they could have just done them in blue and gray. I'm loving all the accents that they put all over them. We're going back to getting painted rims. We're getting little paint accents like you look on his shoulders. You got extra silver, extra red. I mean, I think he just looks fantastic.
He does.
They're going to the Target Master way thing too. So they're jumping from the head Master's cool, and you can weaponize these guys up, and it's just
And these Target Masters too, like I love the fact that we're getting unique characters. The Lionizer, it's kind of a Zoids callback, but he comes with effects pieces. And I mean, these I really can't wait to get them in hand. I think that they're doing some exciting stuff. They're taking G1 characters and they're making them recognizable, but they're updating the designs. I think this is like, if they get some fiction to go along with this, I think that they could create something really cool and capture an audience. Looking at Chromia here, she's still got the backpack, but the proportions look so much better. They gave her like a head that suits the body, and it really takes away from the backpack and the paint details on the gun and everything. Like I really can't wait to get these in hand. I think it's the most exciting stuff Hasbro has shown off in a long time, and It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for mainline collectors. I think this is what they've needed to do.
I love that Ironhide. I'm excited for the Ironhide.
Lionizer looks like comes with the third-party lockdown.
Yeah, he almost looks like a Steeljaw a little bit, like where the gun mounts on the back and everything.
Yeah.
And it's got like Matt said, the swoosh effect, and then you can put it behind the little cars too. It looks like they're speeding off. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love these effects pieces and like the applications. Like they work on jetpacks, they work on guns, working on the cars. I mean, that's some really creative stuff, and I like the fact that it has like a lot of imagination behind it. So
I'm excited.
Yep.
And like you said, hopefully we'll get some Decepticon reveals.
Yeah, I would love to see some Decepticon.
And I'll keep an eye on the news and see if anything comes up.
More likely, probably if we do, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday if we do get any.
That's true.
Decepticons. Yeah. I think they're probably done with everything. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of Transformers, they did a movie masterpiece, Ironhide, which I think he's been pushed back.
Did y'all see the picture where it looks like he didn't get picked for the dodgeball?
Oh, no.
No.
He's like, I think they mistransformed him, and he's like really slunchy, like really like,
Oh yeah, I did
okay,
see that.
guys, I'll go run after the and all this stuff. It just looks funny. I mentioned it in my little thing, and that's like he just looks like he didn't get picked for dodgeball, and he's upset. So
I mean, he's the one with the good aim. I'd pick him first.
that is true. Is he pushed back? I didn't. When was he supposed to come out?
He was supposed to be out in November. I'm sorry, in August, and now he's being pushed back to November, from what I'm seeing. Let me find
Really?
the where it says that was his date.
I still need Barricade.
Oh, he was on sale on TF Source.
Is he? I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
On sale or available?
He was down. Oh, actually, he was on Amazon as well for like $80.
He's 100 right now at TF Source.
Yeah.
Yeah, check Amazon. I think he's $80 with Prime shipping. I can't seem to find the pictures of Ironhide from SDCC, but yeah, if you find him, he's horribly mistransformed.
Maybe.
You know, in the official pictures that they released, I think he looks pretty good.
Yeah, he's right. Anybody that's watching this now, it's Amazon's got this Barricade movie figure for $80 right now.
I think that's about it's a little expensive for an MP card, but I like the Barricade a lot, to be honest. Like here, like transformed properly, this Ironhide I think looks pretty good. His proportions are good. He's a little panely in the arms, but I mean, I still think it's a step up. Like especially here, like that looks good. He's a step up from the leader class figure. And like they like picked out the road armor and paint, and the GMC logo even looks like it has the outside silver pinstriping.
Can you go to another side view of that?
When you say side view, you mean like the side view of the truck?
Of the truck, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that blaster comes off too. I think.
Oh yeah. Those I think they just is like there for like weapon storage and in vehicle mode. I mean, I think the only thing is none of the Ironhide releases they can like empty out the bed of the truck. But I mean,
it's still not as panely as I thought it was going to be on the side. So that's a good step up.
And all the studio series, I mean not studio series, all the Masterpiece movie bots, they're less panely in person than they seem to be in the pictures.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm digging them. So Matt, I know you're excited about some of the SDCC reveals, some Dragon Ball stuff.
How about that? They, out of left field, they seem to just pull some of these guys. We knew that the SDCC exclusives were going to be Cell, Broly, and who was the other one? Vegito was going to be the exclusives for the event, and people knew that was going to be available there. To pick up, but then on site they had, I guess, the prototypes of Android 21, Broly from the new Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out, which is a new design. He looks kind of the same, but the different design cues. And then one of my favorite characters from all Dragon Ball, they finally going to have a Mr. Satan. And I can't do a Mr. Satan voice, or I would have done that right now. So, And he's going to come with his dog, and they just revealed another face that he's got. It's got the bugged out eyes, and it looks amazing. Amazing. I'm super happy about it.
Satan!
We'll get some pictures up.
But Android 21, like that's out of left field. I know when what's the game, the Xenoverse game came out. I knew they did figures for that. So I guess it's not too far out of left field that they would do figures for Dragon Ball Fighters.
What would be out of right field?
Out of right field would be I'll get back to it.
Get a little feedback. So this is the exclusive Brawly here, right?
Who's got their speakers up loud?
That's T-Man.
T-Man, you got to call Verizon.
You call him Boost Mobile.
Can you hear me now?
I'm trying to switch phones, but my other one won't let me set up.
Then we see him show up in a Metro PCS commercial.
So, but the old Broly, for anybody that's seen it, has got these absolutely massive shoulders and biceps, and he's a big dude and towers over everything else. But this version seems to be scaled back a little more human proportions, and he's missing the bling around the neck. He doesn't have the necklace. But he's got this like cool fur coat thing tied around his waist, which looks cool. You know, this debuts with the trailer for the movie that's going to be coming out in January in the States, I believe. And he looks amazing.
He looks like he's got like a lot of the engineering that they're doing with like the new Hulk figures, to be honest.
It probably one flows right into the next, I would assume, that they just use the same, learn from, you know, the other one.
Like looking at the butterfly joints here and the ab crunch and everything. I mean, even like the way they have like the neck and the clavicles all set up. That, I mean, it's a good looking figure. That Trunks looks really good too. I mean,
so the Trunks was announced a few weeks ago, and he's been up for pre-order. But he looks good. He comes with a powered up sword, and he's got the proper colored. His powered down version has got the blue hair, which is, I guess, intended to be the original hair color, where the previous version of Trunks had the purple hair, which I guess was I think an animation error or something that got translated into all media. So
is this Majin Buu new as well?
That Majin Buu has been on pre-order for a few months as well. In fact, I think he's ready to drop in the next month or two. I don't have him on pre-order, but I do want him. He'll be a long game for me, but he looks good. Okay, so there's the convention exclusive cell with the.
That is a smaller. I mean, I get it's for the display, but could you imagine if they fought in in the Cell games? They had a stage that small.
It wouldn't even matter, man. They've spent most of the time flying around and crashing into mountains. So
yeah.
I mean, their dioramas, their setups look awesome. I mean, this is a lot of work going into these things, and they look really, really good.
See, that kid Krillin looks great. Like they nailed his his face and the expressions.
I'm right now working my way through Super and the original Dragon Ball, so I'm getting there. But can you bring up pictures of 21?
Yeah, let me get 21 up there. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, because she's from Fighter Z.
Yeah, she's the antagonist in that game, at least as far as I've played into it so far.
Yeah.
And they opted to. I guess her look initially is with a lab coat and glasses and kind of.
Yeah, she's really unsuspecting. She's kind of like.
And I can see why they didn't go with that. You know, this is certainly a less restricting attire. You know,
right? Better for articulation, right?
And also, as well, I believe someone pointed out on one of the boards I follow is that this body now can be used for an evil Boo, for the skinny, or even for the evil Boo mold. So, especially the lower half, I could see those legs being turned into it.
Oh my! Is she part of the Boo?
Say it again. Eventually.
I don't know. When I was a teenager, though, I had an evil Boo.
Did it get better?
Dude, hey, I just heard breaking news, man. The Jet and the Bumblebee trailer is Blitzwing. Yep. It's not Starscream.
Oh, what? No way.
As if it's not purple. As if it's not purple.
I did see that they confirmed that we have a triple changer.
Well, yeah, the two that they showed, Dropkick and Scatter.
Yeah,
they're triple changers, and so Blitzwing is triple. It says exclusive Bumblebee footage shows how the Bumblebee lost his memory at the hands of Blitzwing, who's hunting him on Earth. Bumblebee's watching the Breakfast Club in Charlie's garage, and a brief glimpse of Optimus Prime in holographic form. So I guess on the panel for the director. God damn it, man! It's not Starscream, man. Shit.
This red one, Shatter. That sucks.
Yeah,
but
Shatter.
I still like the design. I mean, I'd still call it Starscream. But yeah, you can see like the car grill there. It'd be nice if they could actually, if someone could take some of that engineering wizardry and give us, an actual triple changer, with the movie designs.
Yeah. Well, they showed like you just showed
Oh, you cut out there.
The for drop kick, and then a car mode for him also. So just more toys to put out and everything. So, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that the movie could possibly be good. I mean, I think it stands.
I'm still excited.
Yeah, like have you ever seen any Travis Knight's other movies, like Paranorman or Coraline or Kubo and the Two Strings, which was really good. I think that he probably is the best hope for telling a good story where the Transformers characters actually matter. Yeah, and it's not the human character.
I kind of liked Coraline and Kubo. I thought they were really good.
Yeah,
I like Coraline. I didn't see the other one.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta fix that.
It's pretty good.
But I'm upset about the Starscream thing. I'm depressed right now.
Yeah, they came so close. So yeah, we got the design right, but we just fuck the name. Pick something here. Pick a Decepticon name out of this Decepticon name hat.
Well, I hope he at least changes into a jet as well. I mean,
yeah, he will. He will. You can say that. Oh, yeah. More than likely, no. Probably a car.
I hope not.
Car and a tugboat.
But it is the movie verse, so everything's different.
Car and a tugboat.
I want a tugboat transformer. I want remember the episode of South Park with Russell Crowe and they had Tugger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that as a transformer. I want one that turns into Tugger. And I don't know if you guys remember they had the Titanic transformer years ago. It was like that KO, you got it at a Family Dollar or something along those lines, and it actually turned into they were selling it online. And he turned into the Titanic. Did
it have an iceberg minicon?
Oh my god, that needs to happen. The same thing with that crucifix transformer, that Josiah designed.
Did that ever happen?
No, I mean, everybody was saying that they only did renders, but it would be nice if a third-party company picked it up for fuck all and was just hey, go into your grandmother's house and replace the crucifix with the transformer. It's bad. I think it was called Battle Christ or something as well.
I think it'll be even funnier at my grandmother's because she's Jewish. No, but it would.
You might appreciate it more.
You're fucked.
You might. I mean that with the utmost respect.
Yeah, sure. All right, moving right along.
Let's while we're talking about reveals too, and kind of get into the next stage of our Transformers discussion. We got some G1 goodness. I want to ask, how do you guys feel about these G1 reissues? They're apparently Walmart exclusives, but they're not really reissues per se.
No, they're exact recreations down to the box.
Yeah. I mean, they Starscream, for instance. He's partially I forget what they called the line where they had it in Japan. They updated them just a slight bit. He comes with the Megatron, but then he's also got the safety missiles, from what people are saying, where they're extra long missiles. The real proof in the pudding is we'll get back to Hot Rod, but Bumblebee here, that's not his original face. And
that's what I said, because
yeah, that's not Starscream's original face either. Outback or Adrian Tron, that's not his original face. And yeah, they're all. I know the Encore line, and those were originally keychains.
Come on, say that.
We have to work on T-Man setup.
we do. But another thing, back to Hot Rod real quick. He's got color corrected stickers on the car mode, where it matches the plastic color. On the original, the stickers match the movie colors. I mean, I'm excited to have these. I'm excited to have some updated G1 figures.
I can't believe they haven't thought of this sooner. I mean, this seems like such an easy win for them. I mean, I know they've had the the reissues before in the white box. But these being at a mass retailer is such a good idea.
Yeah, and putting them in, back at Walmart, I think, one of the things I said time and time again was that the Encore line going to Toys R Us was always a bad idea, given how Toys R Us handled things, the way they priced things, the way that they distributed things. They would wait to put it on the shelf in limited quantities. These aren't the cheapest things. I think Starscream and Hot Rod are what were they, $34.99?
Yeah.
But I think for the collectors, they'll move, and they'll also move. When they'll inevitably go on sale. I think $24.99 would have been a sweeter spot, to be honest with you, given how small G1 stuff is.
The mini cars are $8.99 because I pre-ordered Swerve.
Yeah,
Devastator.
Or not Swerve. I mean the blue one.
What was he, Matt? Like 75 or 79?
Yeah, 75. He's on 75.
I'll get that. I never had a complete G1 color Devastator, so that's an okay price, I think. And
it is. I mean, especially for the box, and you get 6 bots. I think that's not bad. Yeah. I'm just excited just to walk into Walmart and run down the aisle like a little girl
and see
just see those things.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome just to see that. I mean, it'll bring like they said at the panel, it brings the collectors, and then you can also bring the new generation in and say this is what we looked at when we were kids.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Yeah.
They'll bring back memories. I know it will. I may cry a little bit, but it's okay. I'll push through.
It's going to be nostalgic because, that's the thing. When I was a kid, I remember seeing those boxes and they stood out so much on the shelf. And I think maybe that's like one of the things that's kind of missing from the modern day figures. Like the Studio Series boxes, they stand out, but they don't pop. And those red and the purple boxes, just the way they sat on the pegs, I remember it was, and the art was like right there, and with Beast Wars as well. Like they just made packaging that popped, and it'll be exciting to see that on the shelf again.
I'm hoping we actually do see them. I have a feeling that I'm never going to see them.
It's always a gamble with Walmart. I'm hoping that with Toys R Us shuttering, that these places kind of realize they are the toy market now. Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting time to see how serious they take this and how well they actually penetrate the shelf.
I think what makes me nervous is Target had a whole bunch of G1 reissues that we never saw on the shelf. We could only find them online.
Yeah, that Blaster and Perceptor set. Never saw that. Triptychon was another one.
And the Seekers. They had the Seekers as well.
Well, for anybody watching this live, also, I should point out that the everything but Hot Rod is actually went up for pre-order today at Walmart.com. So, head online and check for links and all that if you want to try to catch them now early. And they ship sometime in August. So
the factories who made them are already, I assume it's the factories who made them, are already selling them in China, I've noticed.
Yeah, there's been a few reviews posted already of people finding them.
Is this where we plug Taobao?
Yeah.
Figure Action brought to you by Taobao.
We need Taobao as a sponsor.
Yeah.
We're working on it. So I do want to segue into one of the topics we have here before we move into. So, well, actually, let's knock out. Let's make a vote. Should we go into this re-release subject, or should we continue to knock out the rest of the news? What do you guys think?
No, let's break it up. Let's talk about something for a minute.
So, one of the topics we're going to talk about tonight is if you could re-release any toy or line, what would you do, and what do you think would be good for business, Transformers or not?
Well, I would reissue select figures from G1 and put them in Walmart and have them really fucking hard to get. And have everybody like grab them off the shelf and throw them on eBay for like triple the fucking price.
I just want to know where Optimus is.
No, my holy grail figure has been the Soul of Chogokin Voltron, so that's what I'm kind of waiting on. I heard rumor that they got the license back for Voltron. I hope that's true, and I hope they reissue that bitch because I will buy it.
Yeah.
You guys will find out through the course of the show, and I think I've already said it like a dozen times, that I am cheap as hell, but I will drop coin on that if they put it up for pre-order.
Have you messed with one yet?
When I was at Bobby's, I stared at it longingly from a safe distance.
I'll let you mess with mine, giggity.
And then bring your Voltron over?
Yeah. Hey, did you bring Voltron? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me pull my pants up.
Quick, someone else say something.
So, in regard to the Voltron licensing thing, I've heard something slightly different from friends across Asia, and basically the deal is that Voltron as a property, as well as a lot of other properties that aren't completely owned by either Disney or Hasbro, blah blah blah, are for rent. So it's not a matter of having it and then losing it. It's just a matter of having it for the period you've paid for it. So they might have had it to make a toy line. So they applied for the property for this toy line. We're going to make so many pieces, whatever. And then after that run, they didn't renew it. So another company picked it up. So that's kind of how it works.
Kind of like the way Funko does business, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell the people that you know to tell the people that they know to get this shit back on the shelf again? Because
Bandai re-releases all of their SOC stuff. It just takes a lot of time.
I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, I'm me too. I'm in the same boat. That's the one thing. Like I started with those. I've got these fantasy jewel things out of like FOMO, and I mean they're good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them as my combined mode when SOC, because the individual bots of the SOC, the individual lines are much nicer than the fantasy jewel to people who really nitpick these things like me. So I'm going to keep these guys combined because combined they're identical. You can't tell the difference. And then I'll have the SOC as my individuals. I'm also a massive Voltron fan.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn.
Now, for this question, does it have to be a line that actually existed? Or I mean, can it be an old property but something new?
Well, just tell us what you're thinking.
Yeah, what's not for sale that you want again?
I want some 6-inch G.I. Joe figures. Like, if I can get 6-inch G.I. Joe figures, I would stop collecting Marvel Legends, to be honest.
That's a good idea.
Especially if they're good. I
was actually going to say G.I. Joe, but I wasn't going to say 6-inch. I would just like, them to do like box sets, like a $50 box set with like the core Joes and the core Cobras. Like you get one box, you got Duke, you got Flint, you got Lady J, you got Snake Eyes, Shipwreck, Roadblock, all in one box. And then for like the Cobras, you've got Cobra Commander, Destro, the Baroness, Storm Shadow, maybe Dr. Mindbender, maybe a Bat, and just kind of like, I feel like when they do these retro collections, they kind of piece them out in ways that don't make sense, and it screws up the distribution. So I'd like them to just boom, boom, boom. Here, you can complete your collection in like 2-3 purchases, Can
they have an ankle pivot though?
Well, if they did them like the 25th anniversary Joes, they made them like using the black, like what they're doing with the new Black Series stuff. Yeah. But I would like 6-inch Joes. I mean, I want them to bring back G.I. Joe. I just think Hasbro just doesn't know what they do with the vehicles, and they're basically trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip with the body types.
I'd be happy with Figuarts Joes. That'd be sick.
Yeah, Figuarts. If Hasbro worked with Bandai, man, that would be a match made in heaven.
I know.
Speaking of that, like I'm glad to see the Figuarts Rangers getting re-released.
I would like a mask. I saw somebody Breezy.
Oh yeah,
that's a good call. Yeah.
I think I had more masks than I did Transformers when I was a kid.
Really?
Oh, I love some masks. I don't know why. It was so cool. It was kind of a mixture of G.I. Joe and Transformers, kinda.
Yeah, because you had the transforming vehicles and everything.
I love some mask figures.
What was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite mask was probably I like Scorpion, the orange car. Was it Scorpion? Was this his name? No. I'm sorry, Volcano. The big old
The truck, the
with
semi.
yeah. Well, not the semi. It was like he had big old wheels.
I'm pulling it up.
I have them somewhere. But Volcano was one of my favorites. It opened up it split it up, and a little a 2-gun thing came out of it, and it was motorized. You could make it, go and everything.
Oh yeah,
Smaller than G.I. Joe?
That guy right there. I had that as a kid. I took that thing everywhere with me. And there was an orange car too. I think it was Scorpion was his name.
Is that the Thunderbird?
Stinger? It might be Stinger. Is it Scorpion or Stinger? It has an orange muscle car kind of thing.
Yep.
That guy right there.
yeah.
Okay.
So
These are cool. I think that there's it's funny. Like I see like a lot of large cars that aren't expensive that do a lot. Like when I go down the toy aisle, I'm not into toy cars, but I think that's like one of the things that's really missing today is the toy cars that are meant to go with an action figure line. I guess the last time I saw it was like with the new Jurassic Park stuff that Mattel's doing. It's really missing today.
Sorry.
Human Alliance. Human Alliance tried to bring that mask feel back too.
I would love Human Alliance to come back, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I would
They were pretty good. I have some. I have most. I think I have all the Human Alliances that came out, except for Soundwave. I don't think I got Soundwave, but I got the rest of them.
I miss Soundwave, Skids, and Mudflap. Those were the.
I have Skids and Mudflap. I just don't have Soundwave. I think he came in a 2-pack with a Barricade, and I just didn't want to pay. I had a Barricade already, so I was like, I don't really.
Yeah, that was the way to get him, like the Hasbro Asia release.
Yeah, but I think now Soundwave goes for over $100. I think now, or close to it.
Yeah.
I think you can still get the 2-pack. Yeah, and Skids and Mudflap, I wanted because they came with the RC sisters.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
So, going back to some news, so NECA is apparently going to be expanding their business at Target. I guess this kind of goes into the success that they've been having with that like the video game collectibles stuff, as well as like the pop culture collectible aisles that they've been experimenting with. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, anybody here?
As soon as August 3rd. I'm just looking at the release. August 3rd, NECA is coming. It says new items will pop in on a regular basis, and there may even be occasional surprises in store! ! So I'm all for it. And one more place to get some of this stuff. It's just whatever makes it easier. And one of T-Man's Toy Hunt videos, he said, Target, the place where you can, what did you say? The place where you buy all the
get
things.
everything.
Yeah. I mean, I really like
the champion of having things.
The Crash Bandicoot figure. I got him on T-Man's recommendation, and I really like him. I think NECA, NECA is really hit or miss in my book, but when they're a hit, they're a hit. The Kratos is really good too.
I hope they get him in that Atreus 2-pack at Target. That would be awesome.
That they just announced?
Yeah.
The new set?
I want that. I might pre-order that, so I won't even have to find it in Target because I need to have that.
You might be able to pre-order it through GameStop. Apparently, they take pre-orders on action figures, and people were able to get the SDCC Storm Collectibles Ermac through them.
I need to start trading in some games for figures.
Jesus.
Do they do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
You just straight up get store credit, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's another. I've heard a lot of stories that they're on their last leg too for GameStop.
Yeah, their revenue is way down. Which would be unfortunate because I like physical games. I like actually going to a store and buying figures. I mean, buying video games, and a place that's a specialty shop for them.
Well, I think the last time I went in, there was more collectibles than there was video games.
Yeah, they're trying, man. They're trying to reach in. When you go in there, it seems like they're trying to get their hands in everything they can. They got Marvel Legends, figure arts. You know, they have board games and crap like that. The pops wall to wall. Hot Wheels and just they're all over the place, man. I mean, it'd be a shame if they went out of business too, because like you said, you can find a lot of crap in there, especially stuff you may not necessarily think to look in there for. Like when the Black Series Porgs came out, that's where I picked them up for me and T. They were just sitting on the table, a whole box of them. And then the few times I've seen the space in Target, it's been totally cleared out. So I don't know, man. One less place would be kind of sad for me, I would think.
So here in Australia, GameStop is EB Games. That's what it's called. And some years ago, the same thing was happening. EB was going to close down. Everyone was freaking out. So what they did was they separated into two different entities that are both under the same sort of banner. So there's EB Games where you can go in and buy games and game-related toys and pops and shit, but only game related ones. And then the other side of them became what are they called?
ThinkGeek?
Another store. No, they bought out ThinkGeek though. They own that as well now. But the other store became Zing Pop Culture, ZING. And they're everywhere. And usually in every mall, you've got a Zing and an EB. And the Zing just does pop culture. So it does everything from like your figures, your 1/6, your hot toys, your pops, also like Harry Potter stuff and like everything, Marvel stuff, but it also take it down to a more consumer level than a collector level and have like branded slippers and pajamas with that shit and like, you know, plates and stuff. So, and when a new movie comes out, they heavily merchandise that movie out the front. And I think doing that helped them a lot and it helped keep EB afloat. To the point where, they've now bought ThinkGeek and a few other entities, and they're huge now. They're massive.
You know, like one of the things I think is good about having brick and mortar is a lot of these collectibles from companies you're not familiar with. It helps to see the stuff in person.
Yeah, like Hot Toys. I didn't know about them until I saw them in person.
Yeah, it definitely helps to see any of that. Like 3A is another one. Like I didn't see any 3A stuff in person until conventions.
Are there any ThinkGeek stores around here that you guys are aware of? By around here, I mean for our local guys here in Maryland. Because I didn't even know it was a thing until I kept seeing it online.
I've never seen a standalone.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll have any.
It'll happen. It has to, because especially like when all the merchandise, a new movie comes out, like a new Star Wars or a new Harry Potter or any of these big franchises, and you know, Kmart and Walmart, and I don't know if you guys do Kmart, we do, Big W, all those franchises we have here, they'll get their own ranges of specific product and everything, but they don't really, there's not one place where the consumer knows, oh well, if I want movie goods, that's where I go. And it's a game they have to fill. And if like us, our EB Games actually closed for a time, and then it reopened as two separate things.
FYE is also. I was gonna say FYE is also better here.
Say it to
our closest ThinkGeek is in Virginia.
Yeah, but you know, like FYE is going to shutter soon, from what I've been hearing, and you know, there needs to be a place that sells like the pop culture shirts, and you know, other than Hot Topic, you know, pops are huge, and I know GameStop does a lot of business with the pops, like FYE does. So you know, I feel like Hot Topic and GameStop will end up eating up a lot of it, and I hate seeing the brick and mortar stores going, because you know, like I said,
they won't.
Yeah.
They won't. They can't. They can't. There's too much merchandise, and all these movie companies are pushing the merchandise so hard. It has to go somewhere.
And something will fill the void, you know.
So hard.
Five Below.
I'll fill your void.
Yeah, you have good luck in Five Below, don't you? You're in there a lot. I pop in every now and then, but you seem to always be finding the good shit in there.
I got help.
I have a tent in there.
Somebody messaged me and told me about the turtles.
When you said you had a tent in Five Below.
Oh, who said that?
Mm-hmm.
Were you,
Why do you say that, Adrian?
I've got a tent in your backyard, Billy.
Oh,
Shoot it. Hey, I got a big enough backyard. You can come back there.
Your backyard is the outback. It's massive.
Pretty much. It's full of dog shit.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about land masses or what?
Yeah.
No, my painter.
There's a tetanus pants.
yeah, we're talking about pitching a tent.
Pitching a tent.
So,
what else we got there?
Yeah, we want to talk about some of these. We missed when we were talking about SDCC. We missed some of the Marvel Legends news. There's some really cool MCU reveals.
Let T take this one because he's the super excited one about that.
Yeah.
Tell us what you like, Tavari.
I just commented on his video about this as well. It's good. Go on.
Killmonger. My life won't be complete until I do Killmonger. And then they had that great looking M'Baku. I don't know if he's going to be the Build-A-Figure. And like they had Shuri blacked out. So it's like, what if they surprise us and make Shuri the Build-A-Figure because everybody wants Shuri? But in that face, the new T'Challa face on Black Panther, that looks awesome. That whole wave looks awesome to me. And I'm happy that it's all MCU.
Do we think that arm on Claw can actually move, or is it molded that way?
I think it's molded that way. I watched an interview, and they said that the plan is to make that arm removable so you can have a more normal arm.
Okay, that makes sense.
They made sure to get the skin tone lighter on the fake arm than his real arm too.
I'm trying to get some of the pictures up from Black Panther.
And the Killmonger that's coming out is the one with the Vegeta vest, right? Or the armor.
Yeah.
Like I said on your thing, I don't own a single Legend, but I'd buy that wave unless Figure Arts does it, and then I'll buy the Figure Arts version.
I really like the tattoos they got on him as well.
Yeah, they did well. They did really well.
I think he's.
I wish we had Darius on the show to talk about this.
Yeah, he is a star. He is a star.
And, like, look at this. Like scar or not scar. I guess it's like the the wound on his head and everything looks really good. T'Chaka looks really good. Like,
yeah, that mask is awesome.
Yeah, and the on the wrappings here, like they did really well with the paint. I'm curious if that's digital or what they're doing there.
Is that soft goods?
No, it's plastic.
Yeah,
the person that was doing the interview, he thought it was soft goods in person. He didn't even realize it wasn't soft goods.
Wow.
So this is supposed to be AO.
Yeah, she's coming with two other heads from other actors that were in the movie. So if you have multiple Nakias, you can swap heads, or you just buy multiple of her.
Oh, so you can army build it.
That's the idea. Yeah. Like kind of treat, so you can build up. You can do some troop building there. The Dormelage, I believe they were called. That's set right there. I'm excited for the standalone Hulkbuster. To be honest with you, like I always wanted that Build-A-Figure, and I'm glad they're doing that for like the first 10 years.
Oh, the one that comes with the Hulk.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that's going to cost.
I love the fact they're doing it.
Is it? You got a price?
So you don't own any Marvel Legends there, Adrian? You don't own
Not a single one. No. Figure-wise, all I've got is like some He-Man stuff, some Thundercat stuff, and a couple little things I made. Like all my stuff's Transformers.
So of He-Man, are you in on the Laughing Prince Adam that's coming out?
No, I've got rid of a lot. Oh, sorry, and I've also got all my 3A. I've got a few cabinets like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still robots. I got rid of all my classics. So all I've kept really are creatures and vehicles. So I've got basically all the giants, Granamirs, all that sort of stuff.
I want to get that Laughing Prince Adam so bad because
it's 47 shipped, I think.
Yeah,
he's cool. But those boxes are big, man, and once you take them out the boxes, they don't look as good. That's why I got rid of mine. It's a whole room.
But I still want to like hold the figure up and
just because they went there, because they went
there
and they just ran with it, and it's such
a
bad idea.
And so, like, I can hold up and be like, so I cry sometimes while I'm out, getting all out what's in my head.
It's funny that they went there. Like 7 and 7 are good with all the meme content and stuff. But I'm thinking of. Go on, sorry.
Well, that video, man, it's like that was like the first. That was like one of the first like memes on the internet.
It's old school.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting that new drift sort of recolor we saw from Toronto, the blue and purple. I don't know if anyone has a pic of that.
I got one on the way, but we can pull that up.
That with the purple cape. Yeah, I'm getting that on my next paycheck from it's already up on Planet Steel Express. Shout out to Lenny. Yeah. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to mold a little Skeletor head for him. Because he's skeleton color.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
And he's still in stock, so that's good.
Yeah. So I'm going to make him the little skull and crossbones on the chest, and I'm going to make him a detachable loincloth and a Skeletor face.
And that is going to be amazing.
How good is the colors are perfect.
I don't know how you feel about it, but for something like that, maybe you'd want to document the process and put updates and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I could do that. I was thinking of making a little silicone mold for the head and sending one to one of you guys in the States for anyone who wants a head or whatever.
That's a really, really good idea. I mean, that would be like a good third-party add-on kit, too.
What's that, T?
So maybe you should have held out on talking about it until you owned it. So somebody else doesn't take your idea.
Oh, I don't mind. You know, if the community does it, that's still cool. Hopefully they send me one. I don't mind.
I need this guy for my Prime collection.
No, show me the cape guy.
Count Dracula?
Drift. Yeah, Count Dracula.
Yeah, so here's Stray Asterix mode.
Yeah, imagine that is Skeletor.
Yeah, now I can't unsee it, but you know, now that you mention it, like Movie Drift almost looks like Skeletor. Probably take one of the many movie drifts they have on clearance, and especially the helicopter one, because he had like the kind of like the helicopter blade. I forget what Dark of the Moon non-movie. He was like a he didn't appear in the movie or anything. Oh man, what was he called?
But look at the baby blue and then the purple. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if Decepticon took those pics. They look really good.
I bet he did.
That's a really good pose. I like that.
It looks like that thing's almost got like a metallic sheen to it. Is that?
Yeah. They've been using like new metallic paints on their recent releases, and they really pop.
Alta Beta was metallic, like a dark purpley black.
Yeah, and Great Stray, he had like a metallic paint on his chest. I can grab him real quick.
I've got him right here.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
You can grab my penis.
Does it have a metallic finish to it?
It does.
It's got a pearlescent sheen on it.
Yeah. I like to call it a pearlescent crust.
Is this chicken skin digital paint? No, it's just a digital painter.
That's him.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's nice. He's got lots of. I mean, I don't know if you guys are seeing as grainy as I am because my cameras may be shit. I don't know. But but it's got a metallic sheen on the white. You can see it kind of here, up here. Yeah,
I have it.
Yeah,
he's up there somewhere. He's good. I want the pink one that Zero let me borrow.
And, Nitro.
Yeah, Nitro. I want to get Nitro. She was really good.
I think she's getting hard to get if she isn't already.
She's still up on Planet Steel.
Yeah, she's.
I think BBTS. But yeah, he's got like that paint right there. I really like that blue, that teal.
Mm-hmm.
And
have you got the Alta Beta? I don't have that.
I do.
Yeah, I have him. That's what confused me because I don't think he's got the sheen to it. It looks like a matte kind of finish.
Oh, does
he? You're a matte kind of finish.
I am a matte kind of finish.
Yeah.
Does Nitro scale well with Galaxy Meteor?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to get
there. Yeah.
Or him or whatever you want to call it.
It.
Got both of them.
We. Us.
We are family.
So, on the topic of third-party releases, as we get to
What are we talking about?
So, for anybody that doesn't know, Toy World bought Black Mamba, or they bought the designs. And I don't know. Black Mamba has put out some good stuff.
That was commitment. I like that.
Yeah. What are y'all thinking about this? Prime? Now, personally, especially after watching Ben's review,
goddamn,
he's big
up to his crotch. God damn, come on.
I really like his boobs.
Yeah, he's got some big old boobs.
He's got some.
He's got some Captain America shields on his tits.
He's got some. The time that Rob Liefeld drew Captain America.
Oh my god! It looks like there's like a cassette with knee pads, and the knees become his nipples.
That's the dream, though, isn't it?
Yeah, we can pull this. Here we go. That's his boobs right there.
Damn.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
There's some nice
I'm good. I mean, Toy World. I mean, whatever.
Toy World is the empty husk of Zeta.
They're struggling. They're really struggling.
This truck does not look as good. I mean, for comparison, the unique toys.
I like that skeleton you've got up there.
Challenger, Challenger, I think looks really, really good. I mean, there he is next to El Cid. But watching the review of this dude,
it looks shiny.
LED. He's got the silver paint. He's got the metallic blue and red. He's got the last night head. He's got LEDs in the eyes. I mean, he looks like the complete package. And then if you watch the transformation video, go in and we'll look at this truck mode here compared to that. I mean, look at how squat and squashed the windshield is versus here.
Looks like he got vinegar in his eye.
Yeah,
I just ain't got time for this stuff right now. I got G1 stuff coming out, and I want to stick to that.
Let's talk for a minute then about I don't know if we probably mentioned it quickly. Mastermind's Skylinks.
Yeah,
they threw up on pre-order, and they showed some more pictures of it. One of the pictures had their original Azalea, the reformatted Azalea riding on its back, and that son of a bitch is bigger than I thought he was. She's one of the
tiny though.
She is, but they said he's going to be one of the biggest releases MMC's ever had to date.
They're talking 60 centimeters in combined mode, tip of the nose to tip of the tail.
He'll be fine. I mean, he'll scale well with Feral Rex, and like I said, he will with Legends. I think Legends will be good with this Legends collection.
Is T-Man frozen, or is he just making that adorable face?
I saw that earlier. I thought he's really into this, man.
It's such a cute face. I just want to comment.
Yeah.
This is when I hit the print screen button.
It's like one of those after shots for an ad, and he's like, "And look how happy I am now."
Just for men. That's what it's a commercial for. Just for men.
After Cialis. Well.
After Cialis. I
think Zero, you're in for their roller, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And that's like one of the reasons I was hesitant to pull the trigger on. I still will get the Thunder Prime Orion or Priminian or whatever, but the roller.
What, the Toy World one?
No. The MMC. MMC's
Toy
doing
World
roller.
The cylinders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on that as well. I'm in on everything MMC dropped this time. The only thing is that Skylinks in 2 separate packages for a total of what will be for me $400.
I hate when they do the 2 package releases. I mean, Fans Toys did it, and that was an awful wait for Omega. And then when Omega Guardian came out, it was just like all one box.
I'll buy them both when the second one comes out, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I'll probably wait. I don't want to deal with the hesitate, because I want to combine Skylinks. That to me, that's what Skylinks is.
That's all he is. I don't even like. I know he combines, but I can't picture it in any episodes in my head anymore. Especially not the comic. And I read him. Like I just see him in the comic. He's just a fucking spaceship and a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And I even.
I
I
mean,
even
plus,
threw down, oh, go ahead.
well, I mean, like I said, with the Feral Rex, you know, and the combiner, you know, you can play with those, you know, and wait for them and everything. But you know, like Omega and Skylinks, you're waiting for two important parts, you know, so it's not it's going to get kind of boring just playing with, you know, the bottom half of Skylinks, and then waiting for Omega, you know, you only got one half, you know, you're just like, fuck. And I think like the other one, the bottom one's on pre-order, and it comes out soon, but the other half is not coming out till January. So you're like, you're waiting 4 or 5 months for another part. And you're just like, you know, what can I do with the other half? You know, so yeah, I wish they would have waited and just did a box set. You know, I don't want it to come out too quickly. Just, you know, take it back, take it off pre-order, wait and put it on and put it as a box set. And then, you know, I think a lot of people would be more happy.
Yeah, True Star Screamer in the chat did mention that they did this before with their Nova Prime, their Seraphicus.
Yeah,
they did. And they did end up doing a box set with that. So,
and so they'll probably do a box set for this guy too.
Yeah, and you wait on it, and the box set went on discount and was fine. You know.
In fact, I need a box for that guy. I got him secondhand.
Well, Torwald did it with the Constructor too. You know, he put, you know, and which that's fine. You know, people, you know, kind of don't want to wait, and you could play with individual bots like that. That's fine. You know, and then they did a box set, and it's cheaper and blah blah this. But like I said, with Skylinks, you know, I don't want just one half of Skylinks. You know, come on now.
Yeah.
And they've got their Ocular Max Azalea coming out too. I actually threw down a pre-order on her. I'm going to watch it and see if I like it. It looks good so far.
I think I'm going to buy it. I think I like it better. I mean, the price isn't too bad. The articulation's there. I think she's a better looking robot than the Fans Toys, to be honest with you. The car mode, I think Fans Toys looks better, but that robot mode is...
Yeah, I think Fans Toys does look better, but this will go good for Chug, I think. I don't think this will go good with the Masterpiece. I think she's a little smaller.
A little bit. I mean, you know what? Honestly, like it's a shame that
what's your sensibilities? Well, you know, if you like that as your MP, then you know you win.
You know what they should do to sell more of them for the people that are building season 4 shelves is they should have just off the bat given an optional headmaster head.
Oh, it's Daniel.
Yeah, with Daniel. I mean, just like, you know, hey, well, if you bought Fans Toys, there's incentive to get Azalea as well because, you know, her colors better match the season 4 appearance, and she's also a headmaster. So, I you know, if I were them, that's what I would have done.
What else?
I'll see. How much was the pre-order, Matt? You know, $80 or something?
95.
Ooh.
I got it right here in front of me on.
I'll see that as a $65, but whatever.
I mean, she'll probably be cheaper elsewhere. You know, I don't get anything through the big retailers anymore.
Yeah, overseas. Yeah, Matt. Come on, man. God.
They also have the Perfection series, the Toon Color Sphinx. And Adrian, you just picked up the exclusive version, right?
Yeah.
Have you messed with it any?
I have. The universals in the hips are a little disappointing, but otherwise it's a fantastic figure. It's hefty. It's made out of amazing materials. I wouldn't say the articulation is second to none, but the articulation is in the top 5 sort of bots in my Autobot shelf. That double knee gets, you know, he can kick his own butt. It's quite amazing. It's a full bend of the knee. He's really good. I really like him. The transformation's fun. The only thing is that those hip universals, like when you try and get him in a wide stance, he'll slip and slide.
Very good. Very good.
But I like him.
Looks like we lost.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him back on.
We got anything else on the news? Anything?
I guess the last thing is the rumor about Ollie's getting the big Transformers overstock.
Oh yeah, they have a big overstock right now, full of Titan Return stuff.
Yeah, the rumor is Power of the Primes. I would personally like to see that the last Predaking, but the last night Cogman. I don't want to pay $30 for him.
Yeah.
So You know,
if I see Predator King at Ollie's for $50, I'm definitely get it. I'll definitely get that.
I just need Misfire. Like Misfire is the last Power of the Primes figure I need. Oh, technically I need like that Swoop and the other. What was the third T-Rex?
Sludge.
Titanus. Not Sludge. It was
Slag?
no, it wasn't Slag. It was that gray and blue little dinosaur.
Oh yeah, the Velociraptor.
He was supposed to be Overkill, I think. But yeah,
whatever.
But
if you know, drop it in the comments.
I miss it. Yeah, exactly. You drop it in the comments. I'm just missing the 2 Titan Masters I didn't want and Misfire, who I did want. But other than that, I have a complete line of Titan.
I saw that wave one time. They didn't have the top spin in it, but they had Misfire, Windblade, and I forgot another one. I saw them one time, and that was in Memphis too, like 3 hours away. I never saw them in my area at all.
Yeah,
luckily I got that one.
Never saw him either.
That's a good set. Tim, Trigger Happy, and Slug Slinger.
Yeah,
that's a good set.
That's a good mold,
returns.
And they're all different enough that they're really they're really nice to have in hand.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, T-Man, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Click my videos. click my videos. All righty, good. Good job.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about the toy hunting experiences, but we've got, with our big toy hunter out of commission, we may need to save that for next week.
Good job, T-Man. God.
Thanks, man.
I guess do we have a listener question this week? I don't think we do, unless
nobody likes
we didn't really ask for one though. So I think from here on out, if you guys have any questions for us, drop it in the comments or Facebook or something.
And I think we should promote it also that we were doing live, so maybe somebody, a couple people to watch.
If you guys are watching us now, we're live.
If you promote that stuff, people usually show up, and I appreciate everybody that has showed up. I love y'all guys. Hey, right here, love y'all.
What the fuck is that? The bat symbol?
That's my heart.
That's your heart. You need to see a physician immediately.
That's my heart. That's my love for everybody. There's T-Man.
Hey, T.
Oh, hey, T-Man.
Small working.
Wait, don't get too damn excited. He's gone again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear your sultry tones.
Hey, everybody.
Click my video.
You're almost doing an Antoine there. What's going on, people?
Hey, everybody.
Videos, baby.
Yeah, but we'll broadcast the fact that we're going live next week and thereafter a little better. This was a trial run. We were struggling beforehand to get everybody together, and the guy that's making the most noise about it, Mr. Baldwin, was the one that was being the biggest pain in the ass.
Hey, it's a Friday night at 7 o'clock. Come on now. People I eat supper around that time. Let's go.
Well, no, not that. I'm talking about even just getting in the chat. Goddamn it!
Oh, yeah, fuck Google Hangouts, man. Fuck Google Hangouts, man. With a sick dick, man. With a sick dick.
I think our plan will be to be live 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or were we shooting for 8:30?
Let's say somewhere in there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but between 8:30 and 9 on Fridays, you can catch us here live. You can also
or Saturdays
or Saturday, but we'll advertise what we're doing.
When we know.
You can also, we're a new show, so we're figuring all this out. So we want to give another shout out to everybody who is following us and is being supportive of the show. Really means a lot to us. The support means a lot. Give us some feedback. We'd love to have you involved. We're going to be getting some folks on the show, and as we iron out all the kinks, we'll get a better flow going on. But not only can you find us here now live on YouTube, you can find us on Podbean, you can find us on the Google Play Store, and you can find us on iTunes. Shortly after this, we'll get our show uploaded so you all can listen. The beauty of the live show is we'll have the audio visual component. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll go down the panel and just give some where you at so we know where to find people. Mr. Baldwin, I think you're kind of the most infamous one here next to T-Man.
Whatever, I ain't infamous for shit. You can check me out on Hell House Bell Reviews. I do reviews and stuff of toys, and you can get me on Instagram at hell_Hasbro_reviews. Please follow me. I've been taking some decent pictures lately. I like doing that. It's fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you can find me on a podcast called Sharecast Uncut, and I'm on there every Friday and Thursday, whatever. And yeah, that's where you find me. Thank y'all, everybody, for listening.
Well, thank you for being here tonight. Adrian, how about you, man?
Nowhere. Don't look for me. Tune in here.
He's an outback.
Yeah, I'm under a piece of tin metal in the desert.
The land down under.
Yeah.
Did you cameo? Did you cameo on the Crocodile Dundee sequel?
It took us 3 episodes to bring up Crocodile Dundee. I was counting them out, and there we go. You just did it, man.
Yeah. I played the crocodile's dick.
The scale.
And then got turned into a purse.
Yeah.
Parts Form, where can people find you?
Hey, y'all. You can catch me at Partsformer everywhere that there's social media. The Twitters, the Instagrams, and Xbox Live when I'm ever playing Xbox Live, which is barely.
I need to add you on there because you can see me watching TV on there.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, everybody knows where to find T-Man 978, so we'll skip. I'm just kidding. Where can we find you, man?
Just Google T-Man 978.
That's too much work.
Yeah, and watch his videos. Watch his videos.
You can find T-Man 978 on this podcast for about half of the podcast when he has his shit together.
Oh. Yeah. But wait, what were y'all asking me when it was messing up? I could still hear y'all.
Oh, you had your face was stuck and it looked like you were like the after in a Cialis commercial. Like, I hope this don't last 4 hours because I pray to God they don't got to use that needle.
Oh no. Oh, I don't want that.
You look genuinely concerned.
I would be.
Would. As for me, you can find me in the Facebook groups under James Jordan. You can find me on Twitter at The Original Zero. I always appreciate more Twitter followers. I've been posting some pictures lately. I think I get my Instagram up to snuff still. I've only been saying that for a year. You can find me on the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live at Extra Zero. And, of course, I would be much appreciated if you haven't already subscribed to the show. Give us a thumbs up. And be sure to give us if you're listening on iTunes or Google Play, give us a nice review. It doesn't have to be a 5-star review, but feedback's always appreciated. Again, thanks for tuning in. It's been great tonight. I had a lot of fun with you guys, and we will be back here approximately the same time next week.
Yes, thank you. Good night, folks.
And shout out to Alexa for listening this evening.
See you guys.